Hey guys, it's Themistocles, and this is the 2 vs 2 Rome Total War battle. I'm in command of the Seleucid Empire, and my ally, Destructive Deity, is in command of the Carthaginians, and my ally's army is deployed up on this side here, and we are not the hosts, and his army consists of 4 Circoband. So look at them. Yep, Circoband Spearmen, gold. Then he has 3, 4, 5 Bailric Slingers behind them. 2 Numidian mercenaries on the left hand side. And then he has 2. And then he has, well, if he stopped moving them I could see 3, 4, 5 Circoband cavalry. And he also has 3 normal slingers. And another Numidian mercenary on his right flank. And my army consists of 6 silver shield pikemen, silver gold, I think all of them are silver gold. And I have behind them 3 units of peasant archers, non-upgrades. They're just to give something to direct the fire away from my main army. And on the flanks I have silver shield legionnaires, imitations of the Roman legionnaires, and these are gold, both of them. And the reason I bring silver shield legionnaires is I leave them on fire at will, so they can pepper the enemy with the healer, and that dwindles the numbers of the enemy quite drastically. And I've also brought 4 units of cataphracts, gold, all of them gold. I always upgrade my cataphracts if I can fully, because they're the main weapon of the Seleucid Empire. And I also have 2 units of companion cavalry. And the reason why I bring companion cavalry as well as cataphracts is because companion cavalry do not get as tired as much as cataphracts, because they don't have as much armor, and they also have a higher charge bonus. So I use my cataphracts to take out the enemy horses, and I use my companions to do charge attacks wherever they can. And let's have a look at Macedonian army, which I'm deployed against, and his ally is Leonidas, who commands the Greek cities. And we all knew he were going to get tons of Spartans because of his name, obviously, Leonidas, which is he was in the last stand of the 300 Spartans against the Persian Empire. And this Macedonian army consists of 6 royal pikemen, silver, all of them silver. 3, 4, 5, 6 Cretan archers, loose formation, silver bronze, all of them. And on his back line he has 6 units of companion cavalry. This is where his general's at. And this is gold. And these are silver. And I was hoping my opponent would bring lots of cavalry, because I know that my cataphracts can rip apart companion cavalry. And I'm also going to send my companions up here as well, and I'm going to detach 1 unit to deal with his Cretan archers who are flaming the backs of my cataphracts, and I'm also going to send this unit up here to deal with the enemy's companions, because I don't want, even though these companions are not as good as my cataphracts, I don't want them surrounding my cataphracts because they outnumber them. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting the higher hill ground so I can get a bigger charge bonus and get the advantage, and this is what you should be doing if your opponent has a hill advantage.
General, please! Press forward so that the spirit of his army is broken too. And
here we can see he's charged his generals died, and he charged his companions right into my pikes. And this is what you want to watch out for in 2v2s, because my ally is helping me destroy King of Swords Macedon army, but I've pretty much got it under control. I'm just so I've now taken out all his companions, or they're all routing. And so I'm chasing down his archers who are on skirmish mode, and I'm also going to engage his royal pikemen. And these royal pikemen can, in a 1v1, they will beat my silver shield pikemen. But seeing as we've got no archer support now, or no cavalry support, I'm just going to use my cavalry and hit the backs of these pikemen. And once pikemen are already engaged with enemy pikemen, they rout really easily when you send cavalry into the backs of them. And he's also, even though he had the upper ground, he's now fighting against me, which is, and he's got the lower ground. So that's what you want to do if you start on the low ground. Turn it against them. And at this point, I said to my ally that I can easily handle this Macedonian player, and so he's now getting ready to deploy against Leonidas. And one of my units actually routed here, but I'm not bothered about that at all, because my legionnaires have thrown all their peeler, and they're now crashing into the backs of these royal pikemen. And my cataphract's chasing down his running archers, because I don't want them firing on the backs of my guys. And I should have used companions here, but luckily, well, I don't know why he has companions hidden all the way down here, but I found them out of hiding, and I didn't actually know. My cataphracts engaged them anyway, but seeing as the cataphracts, they actually take on both of these companions and manage to rout them. So I'm glad I sent cataphracts and not companions after them. Let's have a look what's happening over here. So I basically cleaned up King of Swords army, and this guy is making the infamous noob box, because not much you can really do now, because he's going up against two armies. And if what I would have done is not make a noob box, I would have tried taking out the Carthaginian army as fast as possible, because these Spartans heavily upgraded, and his armoured hoplites are heavily upgraded as well, and they would have ripped apart these Circoband pikemen, spearmen I mean. And these cavalry wouldn't be of much use against these Spartan hoplites, because Spartans will not rout easily, and if he protected his backs, he could have easily taken out this Carthaginian army. And he also had the upper high ground as well, so in my opinion he shouldn't have formed a new box, because now he's just going to get peppered by Belvic slingers, heavy upgraded Belvic slingers in the backs. And look at these Spartans dropping like flies. And they're already down to well, they're already down to 1/3 of the original unit size, and that's a massive waste of this unit. But my ally is using good use of his Belvic slingers, attacking them in the backs. And that was a clear victory over my Macedonian opponent, who's basically completely obliterated now. He's only got a couple of Cretans, which I'm just cleaning up with my cataphracts. And I should have sent my companions after these Cretans, because cataphracts, look, they're already very tired. They've been running for ages. But I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm just reforming my remaining companions and cataphracts and my rest of my army that is not chasing them Cretans, and I'm going to get ready to... I told my ally to just pepper him with his Belvic slingers until I manage to get up here and help him out. But he's already making short work of these Spartans and quite a few units in this new box. And I don't know why he was targeting these heavy peltists. I would have just ignored them completely and targeted his main threat, which is Spartans. Although Spartans might be strong, when the backs are showing, they're very vulnerable. And this new box is not one of the best I've seen. It's got tons of holes like here, which this is where you'd want to use a wedge formation as well. So if you put his cavalry in wedge formation and charged right through here, it would force an opening, and the rest of his army could reach through here. That's one of the only times you want to use wedge formation, is to break through enemy defences like this, or formations. And I'm just sending my guys up here. And I told him to get on the higher hill ground so we can have the hill advantage. And that makes all the difference when you're going up against any unit basically, but especially when you're against pike versus pike. Because even though these Spartans are heavily upgraded, when they're on the low ground against my Silver Shield Legionnaires, they'll still win, probably, but they'll take much heavier losses than if they had even ground or higher ground. And this was a big money denarii battle, as you can see. I think this was 35,000 each. somehow this unit just ran straight into these hoplites here. And they both were out. That was a bit carelessness by my ally. I'm just reforming my army up this hill. And routed most of the enemy army. There's just this unit here. And there's only one more unit of Cretans, I think, somewhere. But once I rout this unit, the Macedon's army will be completely destroyed. And normally I wouldn't do this, but seeing as we're out of phalanx formation and most of the spears are pointing up, I just charge my cataphracts into them anyway, because I just really want to rout this. I want to rout this unit before any of his other Cretans stop routing, because I'm fed up of chasing his army. And here he decides to engage with his hoplites, and this is what you want to do with hoplites. You don't want to spread them out like he's done over a long area. That's good for pikemen who have longer spears, but not for hoplites. They want to be in nice tight formations where they can get the most out of their many spears. And if you can also do that with pikemen, it's more effective than going in a straight line as well. But sometimes you can't always do that with pikemen, because sometimes you need to spread out over a large area to combat the enemy numbers. But in this case, I didn't, so I put them into tight formation like this, and I didn't spread them out over one big area. I just kept them in tight, and I'm going to send them in against these armoured hoplites.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
And he's actually put his guys in wedge formation, but that's not what you want to do. You don't want, even if you're in wedge formation, never charge a line of spears from the front, because that's just a wall, a juggernaut wall basically, and you'll never get through it. You need to find openings like this and charge through here. Preferably you want to be charging downhill as well, so you can get more speed and more power in. But anyway, we're just concentrating all our strength on this side here, because once we break this side, he's going to have to turn the rest of his army around, and that's when I can send my cataphracts and companions in and get around behind them. And this unit of Spartans that was desecrated by his Belric slingers, I've started throughout. And here's his general. And this guy's pretty much screwed at this point. And my allies just throwing everything in. And what I'd done is I'd have charged downhill, because cavalry is much more effective charging downhill than uphill, but it didn't really matter at this point anyway, because he routed this unit here. And see, this caused a chain rout here, and that unit routed, that unit routed, that unit routed. It didn't rout any Spartans, because Spartans are almost unroutable. They're so heavily trained and equipped. But it doesn't matter now, because we're just going to surround these remaining Spartans and hack them down. And that's where my name comes from, if anyone's wondering. Themistocles was a naval commander, and he was defending against the Persians from the sea threat, and he was also next to Leonidas in the Battle of 300. But he wasn't next to him. He was defending the sea route that could have enabled the Persians to get behind Leonidas, and he actually defended 4 attacks from the Persians. So the rest of these Spartans are routing, and there's only a couple of units that need to be routed.
The enemy are utterly beaten. This
And
is
that
a
was this
crushing
unit over
victory
here.
worthy of a great general.
And good game to my opponent and allies. This was a really good game. I had 1751 kills. My ally has 671 kills. And good game to them. Now let's just have a look at the statistics. My cataphracts gained 2 experience that round. That was quite nice. Look how many casualties they inflicted, 377. That's why I love cataphracts. And most of that was on them Cretan archers, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.